How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at another customizable figure body. That probably should say figure, but I'm not sure. We really can't make out the face portrait, but just a quick look through the window. A quick look at the side. So these are the different models, white, yellow, black. We'll be looking at the black version today. And a quick look at some of the awesome poses that you can get with this guy. All right, let's get figure body out of the package. A quick look at the internal package. He comes with 5 total pairs of hands. There are some additional pegs here at the bottom to swap out the length of the lower ankle. So that's pretty chill. Let's check them out. All right, I wanted to start us out in a nice and dynamic pose, showing off the balance and how he can break dance, apparently. That was really cool. You know, he was standing in that pose for a few minutes while I was setting things up around the stage here. So credit to him. That is some great balance, considering that we have a really top-heavy designed figure, right? Almost caricature style. So you have like really exaggerated large hands, really thin lower limbs, super buff shoulders, small head portrait, almost as if he were a character from Motu Revelations. The figure itself is made of a hard plastic. It is not as soft as the GW toys, but we'll look at all that in comparison today. So really, really nice. I am digging the overall proportions and presentation of him. If you just kind of like get him standing there in a little bit of a profile. That is a beastie looking dude. Very, very nice. I'm digging the head portrait. I like the fact that it's not plain. He's got some facial hair. He's got some really pronounced facial features. Very, very nice. He's not bald. He's got some hair molded there. He's got a really intense, focused look. So I'm digging the figure on appearance, absolutely. Let's look at his accessories. We have this open, relaxed hand with chunky knuckles. Here we have a grippy hand with some chunky knuckles. And we have another grippy hand that could be more for kind of like a pipe or a tube or a large 4x4 or something with some boppy knuckles. And we have a trigger finger hand. So he's got some nice variety. And of course he has his super massive fists for bopping. Let's jump right into articulation with our dude right here. So starting out with an angular pose there just to catch some shadows, because I thought he looked kind of cool. Look at the other side. Tons of rippling muscles back there. Look at the head. That's going to give you for some great tilt to either side. You can also get some additional tilt with the head. You've got great rotation. Up, down, turn to me. At the shoulders, you don't have a butterfly joint, but the joints are super smooth. They're nice and beefy there, so you don't have to worry about that. You will get 90 degrees. And because this guy has so many bulky muscles, you get a ton of great shadows everywhere, man. So really cool there. You've got smooth rotation at the shoulder. You have some more smooth rotation at the bicep, which is ripped. You've got a super strong double jointed elbow. And at the wrist, you have the universal ball, double peg ball joint. Very, very cool. You do have the upper diaphragm cut. That's going to give you some twist. And it will give you about that much lean upward. Some crunch forward, and at the waist, you've got full rotation and additional crunch. So you can get all sulky like this, like you had a really bad day walking in the rain. At the hips, you've got your full split. You have swivel at the thigh with your double jointed knee. Very, very cool. You have your ankles, which are on double ball pegs. So there's a ball inside the foot, a ball inside of the ankle piece, and it's connected by a peg. So that's going to give you some interesting movement, and you'll get toe down, and you can kind of like adjust it there and increase your toe up range. You also have, of course, your rocker here at the ankle. Looking really awesome. I activated the diaphragm cut, and he's got his Bruce Leroy going on. Super dope, man. Super dope. Oh, look at the other side. This figure looks great. He feels great in hand. Also, this is not a very brittle plastic. There is a little squishiness to it. Very, very minimal. Not like the GW toys, but you can feel it to the touch for sure. Really cool. All right, for today's theme comparison, let's segue into that. All right, and jumping into our three-man comparison, on the far left, we have the V-Toys Zero figure body. On the far right, we have the GW Toys G001 figure body. And our main feature today is from a studio called TakeThat. Just wanted to share that in case you're interested in picking any of these up. So jumping right into some articulation, let's do some side-by-side comparisons with each of the figures to see who has, more dynamic range and maybe looks a little bit more natural in articulated poses. So let's jump into that. All right, a nice side-by-side of our three heroes landing. And I gotta say, for being a really big dude, he's got some really great range. I mean, he can pretty much almost touch the floor without compromising the forward gaze. Very cool. Let's jump right into our final comparison for today to give you a sense of how our ginormous TakeThat figure body is scaling with some other lines. And I'll bring out an average size Mezco, Black Panther. I'll bring out a medium to tall kind of Mezco, because there are some Mezcos that are taller than our friend Howling Fury. And you see that there's some decent scale there. I'll bring out my favorite Marvel Legends Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And you see he's a little guy next to our TakeThat figure body. I'll bring out a G.I. Joe Classified number 52 Snake Eyes from the Snake Eyes and Timber set. Just to give you, again, a little sense of scale. Very, very cool. And last but not least, I'll bring out some big boys. And I'll bring out my Mythic Legions War Duke. And I will bring out the 40th anniversary He-Man from the 2-pack. And you see that that is an enormous fig. I mean, it says it on the box that he is above 7 inches, above 7 1/4. And the TakeThat figure might be like 6 3/4, to be really specific. But really cool. He-Man is just a behemoth. So, nobody can be mad that He-Man is the biggest dude on the block. Overall impression of this particular figure body, I think it's outstanding. It can hang in the articulation department. And the overall art presentation of the sculpt, I think, is really cool looking and unique. Instead of it being more anatomically correct or realistic, it has much more of an animated feel to it in the figure body style. So really, really cool. And as always, everybody, it's a lot of fun taking these times out to share with you. And I'm really thankful that these guys all stood up as long as they did. I'm really thankful that you guys come out and enjoy the videos. If you do and if you don't, I'd love to hear your feedback. And I'm thankful for when you do share and take time to enjoy the experience of collecting toys as an adult. And I hope you're able to keep coming back and let's keep sharing experiences. Until next time, everybody. Take care.